Hey everybody, I know I missed Tuesday's video, and I have no obligation to make a video every Tuesday, as this was supposed to be me talking to Wit ad nauseum, but here we are with Kali Linux. Now, why Kali Linux? Well, it's another thing in Linux, why not, right? So, Kali Linux is more for your pen testers, which I'm not. I only tried to do some of the very easy hack the box challenges with very basic commands, which is fun, but not for me. But KO Linux is a great tool for like pen testers, and to be able to access it anywhere and not need to take a boot drive or an install with you anywhere would be a great way to just hop into it. So without further ado, I've already made a couple of folders that I figure I'll need for this, but let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and scroll down to our YAML file, which we'll use for our instructions. Here we go. We're going to need a container name, our IDs, and a config folder. Alright, so let's make a new container. Call this docker underscore Kali. Go ahead and do our ports this time. Needed 3000, 1001, and a time zone. Oh, don't know why I did that. Please excuse me as I try to rush through this one. Just like that would have been a mistake. Alright, so we got our ports. Now it's time for our volume. We're gonna map an additional volume. We bind slash big. I should have this already in my copy and paste. If you do not have your Kali folder or your config folder inside of that, go to where you store your Docker stuff for your persistent data and make these folders. Alright, so now we can do our environment variable, which will be a process user ID, a process group ID, and our time zone. For me, these will both be 1000. If you are not the first user, it may not be 1000. If you're using TrueNAS or Synology, you may have different numbers for Docker. For me, again, an example for TrueNAS, I set up a user and a user group for Docker user, and I set that to 1000. Now on Synology, you'll have to uh, go into either like PuTTY, Terminal, SSH or something, and figure out what your ID is. I want to set this to America, New York. Been one of those days, folks. Please bear with me. Okay, got that out of the way, and that should be enough to start loading. Oh no, we need our image. Aha! I about did it to myself. But instead of their server IO uh, page where we're going to go ahead and do Docker and then paste .io. So we're pulling it from the Docker hub. Alright, let's deploy our container. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to set this up, because this time I pre-pulled the image ahead of time. Hopefully only making this like a 9-minute video maybe. Because I'm sure everybody watches already knows Kali Linux. We're just kind of setting it up for Docker. But some of these bigger things seem to take 5-10 minutes to set up, and I can only do up to like a 14-minute video, I think, without. I don't remember if it's giving my phone number to YouTube or my email uh, YouTube. So it's one of those. And who really wants to watch a one-shot 30-minute video, right? Nobody wants to do that. Looking like this may take a while. I thought maybe pre-pulling the image would speed the endeavor up. It does not look like that will be the. Sometimes my English doesn't work. Looks like that won't be the fact this time. It's another thing you get with one shots. You can actually see human error and speaking problems. I feel that's more genuine than. I know a lot of these tighter edited videos are faster, more concise, but sometimes seeing people that claim they're not perfect always have the perfect setup, it gets a little old, you know? Now, I don't go out of my way to mess up, but I'd rather somebody see me mess up and go, oh, I messed up here, don't do that, you know? This doesn't end up setting up by, well, we've probably been on here like 4 minutes now, by like 8 minutes. I think I'll have to call it, because that's going to be almost my full video time. I'll probably put in the description where it actually spins up at, if I have time, that is. I figure out how to use the time markers, but hey, more you learn, right? Well, I'm going to let this keep doing its thing, and I'm going to go quiet for a little bit. Well, we're at the 7 minute mark and we're not set up yet. That's not a good sign. Keep talking about editing software, but I don't know, something about the human nature of the one shot video. One continuous shot, no cuts. I may actually have to start doing it if I want to do these big uh, Docker containers. Like, oh shoot, people probably hear me tippy tapping. I'm sorry. I need to reply to this. Looks like there's an accident up the road. Well, with it being late at night, you know, feel bad for them, but I'm just glad I don't have to be heading anywhere. Looks like it was. Okay. It wasn't that close by, but still, that sucks when that happens. I mean, I know it sounds nonchalant, but you know, if you were there and seen something like that, you'd be more shook up. But that's just terrible. All right, let's get back into a better mood here. We're installing Kali. Come on, Kali. Install. Give me at least 2 minutes to show people that you actually install. Please. We're at like the 10-minute mark. I don't have much more upload allowed time. YouTube only allows non phoned or emailed YouTube do like 14 minutes. You know, as a Weissenheimer as I am, I've showed you multiple editing Docker containers. I should have had one set up on either TrueNAS or my Synology. I really should have. That's my own fault. And I know some of you watch, and I'm still basically talking to the void, telling myself, wow, you big dummy. You should have actually had something like that installed by now, or spun up by now. But again, something about the one-shot videos, I like those a lot. I know a majority of people hate them, and there's not even many channels that do that kind of thing. I really like them. And I know what makes this take so long, since it's Kali and has all those individual pen testing tools. It has to download, setup, update, download, setup, update, download, setup, update, and it takes time when it's not just straight on a metal system. Here we go. Let's hurry up and hop in there, and I'll show you that it actually works. So we're doing local host 3000. I'm pretty sure is what it. What are we using here? We're using Selkies. Nice. But as you can see, we have Kali and all our pen testing tools over here. It really is. Uh, I hate to do this, you guys. I'm gonna end the video here. Look, I'll even run sudo for you so you know this is actually real. Sudo apt update. See, boom, we're getting updates to our package files. Then we can run upgrade. Sudo apt upgrade. And yes, we will upgrade. We're not going to go through all this. I'm at 13 minutes, but as you can see, it works. I hope it helped you get it installed, and I'll see you people in the next video, hopefully on an actual Tuesday.